From the gun. Give on the inside. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Do they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it, because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
The run inside. It's Hill. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. They'll keep it on the ground. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
On 3rd down, you're thinking it might be pass, so the offense goes draw play, trying to fool you, but it didn't work. Defense wasn't tricked. You're able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
They boot it away. Wants to bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running inside, it's Williams. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
Finding some room. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the 1st on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Pressure coming. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
I tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even though they gave up a run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Bringing the heat. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Now here's Carr. Release to the back. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. 4th down, Carr. Stepping to the right. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Trying the left side. He's got a little room. He'll pick up 6 out to the 13. The Ducks moving quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage. Ready.
Maybe some room here. Gets it out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a first down as this offense tries to put together a long drive. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Ripping through the defense. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground with the counter. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. It's a reverse. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Here's Carr to throw. Looking down the middle. He's got it. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
A nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have. But when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting where it was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Under fire. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Could be an alley. He's at the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Irish.
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Quarterback may change this route. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Moore. Under fire. And down he goes.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. Snags it, and he's open. And tackled there by the defense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Reads it, fires complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quick completion to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Carr above the noise. Quick strike complete. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Carr to throw for it on fourth. Keeps looking downfield. He's brought down. Couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. The offense changing the play. Fourth down, Moore. Throws to the wideout. And he's got room. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Throwing more. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The run inside. It's Walton. He just threw his nose right into the middle of the pile and was stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Keep it on the ground. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be 3rd down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. On the run, it's Walton. They'll stop him short of the 1st down. It brings up 4th, but the defense doesn't have any timeouts and can't stop the clock. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. We're just about ready to start the second half. They'll snag it just inside the 10. And the returner goes down.
That's breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's going to take off. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Ground with the counter. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Throwing, Carr unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day, or John Hewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced, and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame, where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but they got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
Makes a grab and room to run. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Running inside, it's Walton. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Running the red zone, it's Young. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in third and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on third down.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Here's Carr to throw. Grabbed outside the numbers. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal.
Great timing there on that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Here comes the heat. On a little time, lets it go. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
They played keep away with the football, but if this defense can make one more stop on 3rd and goal, they might force a field goal attempt. Carr. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, diving catches always look sweet, but they look even sweeter when it's for a touchdown. That's shades of Desmond Howard back in the day, winning a Heisman Trophy and making catches against Notre Dame. That was unbelievable.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moore to the air. Looking long. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's Moore to throw. Moving away from pressure. This time he's got it. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Ducks in the hurry-up. To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the 3rd sack of the game for this unit.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Throwing, Carr. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Now here's Carr. Here's the pressure. And they got it.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
The kick is on its way. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing. Pulls it in on the right. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Oregon. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see. You got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's open on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Got loose, made the big play, and took it down to the 31.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5 at 2nd and long. Here's Carr to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Now Oregon will call it 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Carr above the noise. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down.
Football is a game of inches. Let's see how this thing plays out, man. They were just trying to ice the game. If they could have gotten that 4th down, that was ball game. Now the opponent has life. Their defense has given them a chance. Let's see what they can do.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Might be calling a hot route. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. Gives them a chance to put together a strategy here in the waning moments. Dante Moore. He wants a big play here late. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that is the play this offense needed, and it comes from a long shot in the passing game to now get within 2 late, and you know this coach is going for 2 at this point now. You're dialing up your best 2-point play, but what a great job of execution by the offense in a huge moment in this game.
Moore will throw. He's got it. The 2-point try is good, and we are tied here in the 4th. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The run inside. It's Williams.
And nice luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Carr. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Yeah, I love that the QB understood I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And, man, with that run, I think it kind of handcuffs you. I think you want to save that last time out when you need it for your field goal unit or whatever that looks like. Running the football there, man, keeping that clock ticking. I don't necessarily love that call.
The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Air in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Going to take a shot at this DB. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
Hunt is in the air. Catch is made at the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Moore. Flushed out of the pocket. Got his man on the right. Nice pickup there. Gains about 15 and gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on 1st down. Moore to the air. Rushes on him. Got his man on the outside. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Four quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football, and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. There's a crease. Touchdown, Ducks. They strike first in overtime.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Throwing, Carr. Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
Man, what a response. You just gave up 7 on the other side of the field. Every reason to get dejected. Oh, man. But they come out and they respond and they score on the first play. And now, Jesse, down by 1. What do you do?
And they made it look easy too, David. And you got to wonder about this defense and how much they have left in the tank. Because of that, maybe if you're on offense, you just decide to end this thing right here. You scored so easily. Maybe you could do the same on a 2-point play.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody. No interest in another overtime. They'll go for 2 and the win. Finds his big tight end. He got it. The aggressive call pays off and wins the game in overtime. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching.